Hey guys, LottnerLand here. I've got a really cool video for you today. As you can see, I'm doing the video in my room. Kind of set it up so that you guys can see one of my collection shelves. Set my little camera up on this tripod. Gonna see how it goes. So I've got a pickups video for you, and there wasn't a whole lot around this week, but the stuff that I found is pretty cool. I'll go, speak a bit more about each thing since I only actually have 6, 7, 8 items that I picked up. So yeah, let's sit back and enjoy the show. Alright, so before we get started, I'd like to, ask you guys what you think about, me doing my, my video in here, if you prefer it downstairs in the kitchen with my webcam, or if you prefer it here where you actually have my collection, fish tank, everything in the background. So yeah, just let me know. I'll start off from, basically least interesting and valuable to most, in order, in basic order at least. So the first thing I've got is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I don't know much about this game other than that it's the Power Rangers. As a kid, I was really into them. I wasn't there around the time when they were, the original Power Rangers. I was kind of right after that, but I absolutely love the Power Rangers, so I was pretty stoked to find that. I'm a pretty big Harry Potter fan, and I found this game for Game Boy Color, which is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Then I've got a game that I've been looking for. It's part of a a twin series on the Game Boy Color for Zelda. It's Oracle of Ages. This one. This is a great game. I prefer Seasons, but this is still a lot of fun. Then I got something that I don't see very often. It's a sealed game, and it's for the Game Gear. Now this week when I went out, video game shopping, I didn't, find that much, maybe because it was New Year's last week, and there really wasn't much. I think a few people actually went before I did and picked up the stuff. But I was on the lookout for any Genesis things, and I didn't really find anything. But I did find this for the Game Gear. It's Deep Duck Trouble with Donald Duck. It's a sealed game, and it's for the Game Gear. The only Game Gear game I have, and it was $5 tax in, so I thought that would be pretty cool to pick up. Then we've got a series on the Super Nintendo with a ton of stickers on it and stuff, which I'll have to take off. None of them are on the labels or anything, so except one, but that'll come right off. It's Super Star Wars, which is a game that I have been looking for quite some time. I already have Super Return of the Jedi, and I'm a really big fan. I didn't get too far into it, but I'm a really big fan of the first level, where you have that kind of racing course here in the ship. But then I don't know, I wasn't a big fan of the whole, the actual game part. Now these are a few more games that I'm a bit, more into. There are 3 games that I have been looking for quite some time. 2 of them are in the NES. One of them is on the Super Nintendo. The first one I've actually probably been looking for the longest of them, and it's not a very rare game, but it's a game that I've really been looking for. It's called Kiwi Craze. Give you a good shot of it. This is the game. It's from what I've heard, it's just a really good platformers side-scrolling game. I've been looking for it for quite some time. I haven't been able to find it at all, really, let alone at a good price. I got this for $5, so I was really happy to find it. Now this game I paid $20 for, and I don't think I overpaid because it is definitely worth more than that. But it's a pretty good game. It's Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Hillsfar. I'll give you a further shot of it there. This is there are 2 Advanced Dungeons and Dragons games on the NES. I don't remember the title of the first one, but I do know that it's really common, and that there is this one, because I've always looked them up whenever I see them, because I know RPGs, and anyways, and I've always been looking for this game, and I finally found it. It cost me $20, but I was happy to add it to the collection. And then this last game, I have a bit of a story behind it. I'll show you what it is first. It's Metal Warriors. Now I definitely think you should check this game out. It's a ton of fun. It's made by Konami, and it's It's a pretty rare game. It goes on eBay for about $75, $80, so you know it's quite up there for, you know, the loose cart range. It's really expensive for a loose cart. You know, obviously it's not the most expensive that I have when I've got, you know, like Earthbound and like Bubble Bobble 2 and Flintstones Surprise Dino Peak, but you know it's still pretty far up there. It's a great game. It is a lot of fun, you know. And basically my story behind this game is that I had this once before. What happened was there was a, you know, a guy who had a furniture shop, and it was kind of, you know, I went in because I was, you know, just looking for a place that had games, and you know I was just lucky to find, you know, he had a counter with some games behind it, and there was, you know, there were a few things. I bought out the interesting stuff, and basically after I'd been in there a few times, he told me, hey, you know, I have a ton more. Come back, and at a certain point, and so I went back, and this was back when. You know, I didn't really know that much about the rare games. I was looking more for, you know, cool Game Boy games and anything Pokemon, Mario, Zelda, really that type of stuff. And so I went in and I came out with like a Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers 1, because I didn't know anything. Like, you know, there was Contra 3, Alien Wars, which I ended up selling. But I didn't really know much about how rare these games were. So basically, I went home and looked up a few of the titles, and I looked up this one and noticed it was extremely expensive, and it was actually, there were more on eBay than there are right now. So, you know, I picked this up. It cost me, he had marked it at 45, gave it to me for 30. And so I picked it up for sure because I knew that it was really rare, and then I ended up putting it as part of a trade for something. And I was just lucky enough to, and you know, I missed it because it's a fun game. It's a nice game to have in the collection. A lot of people look for this game. I've had a lot of offers on it, all that stuff. And basically, you know, I found it at a flea market again for $10. So this is a very nice find. I absolutely love this game. You really should check it out. It's called Metal Warriors on the Super Nintendo. So those are my pickups for this week. You know, that's pretty much all. Actually, there's one more thing. Let me take you there with the camera. Basically, when I showed off my collection, here's my rest stuff. I just had a loose Zelda, and so I got the box and manual for Zelda Ocarina of Time there. So that, I guess, is a pickup, because now it's complete in box. I just picked that up off eBay, the box and the manual. Yeah, so this, I don't know, if you haven't checked out my collection tour and video, you definitely should. There isn't that much new stuff since I did that. You know, there's like like a Hagan over there, and you got Mega Man 6 over there. So you guys should really check out all of my different videos. You know, I do some pretty interesting stuff. I'm starting right now. I'm starting gamer vlogs, I guess. And you know, I'm gonna try to do them not daily, but pretty often. You know, I'll probably do them right where I'm sitting right now. In fact, I'll probably be recording one right when I press stop on this recording. So anyways, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it if you guys subscribed and showed your support. Leave comments, you know, whatever it is, I'll read them and I'll probably answer them. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys soon.